Let's take a couple of moments and we'll check out how you input a destination and navigation on your Pioneer NEX head unit. Even though your particular receiver may have buttons on the side or across the bottom like this one, the on-screen operation in this demonstration is identical for the following Pioneer NEX models: AVIC 5100 NEX, 5200 NEX, and 5201 NEX. AVIC 6100 NEX, 6200 NEX, 6201 NEX, AVIC 7100 NEX, 7200 NEX, 7201 NEX, AVIC 8100 NEX, 8200 NEX, and AVIC 8201 NEX. So if you're on one of the source screens here, there's a couple of different ways to get to the navigation system. First is you can touch the map button here, and that'll take you directly to the map screen. And from here, you can touch the search function over here and touch New Route. That'll take you to where you can put in a new route. There's another way to do that, though. We're going to go back to the map here. Touch the mode to go back to the AV system. And another way that I can do this is touch the home button. And if I touch the map button here, that takes me directly to the map again, where I have to touch the button over here to go to my new route search. And I'm going to go back again. Now if I touch the home button here, I can also touch the Navi button right here. And if I touch the Navi button, that takes me directly to the destination input screen. So here is, I can input an address, I can search for a place, or I can check my history. So the first thing we'll do is put in an address. I'm going to touch the address function here, and we have the country and state, city and zip code, and street to put in here. So I'm going to search for the White House in Washington, D.C. And so the first thing I'll do is change the country and state up here. So I can type in Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, or I can just touch here and scroll down till I find District of Columbia. There we go, United States, District of Columbia, and touch that on the screen. Now, I don't know the zip code where I'm going, but I know the street name in the District of Columbia, and that's Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest. I'm going to select that one for right now. And I know the house number too. That's 1600. So 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, that's the one. We'll select that on the screen. Now, the map shows you an idea of where this is, where the destination is, and you can zoom out on the map a little to give you a better idea. There's the White House. That's where we want to go. So we'll just say, select as destination. The system will calculate a route to go there. Let's check some route information. And this tells us, where the turns are on the route and tolls and toll gates and so forth on the route. We can go back here and we can check for alternative routes. So here the system is calculating some alternative routes. When you see a route that you like, you can select it on the screen. Right now we have the fast route chosen. There's also the easy route and there's the short route. Now take note that the fast route and the short route can also often be very different things. So we'll choose the fast route and we'll say, let's go, and start navigation. So now we get turn-by-turn instruction on the screen on the way to that destination. I'm going to cancel this route right now. So I'm going to touch my search function here and choose cancel route. And confirm, yes, cancel that route. So let's enter in another destination. This time we're going to search for a place. So I hit my search function here and I want new route. Now I can enter an address or a place or saved location like my home or work. But note, there's no history right here. History is over on the next page. If I want my history, it's back here. So I want to search for a place, so I'm going to touch places. And I can just type in the name of a place here, or I can search by a couple of different categories that are available. But I'm going to search for a place. It's not around here though. It's in a city. And we want Ohio. And I want that'll do for right now. That's all I need to put in there. Now I'm going to search for that place. There's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum. That's where I'd like to go. That's the correct destination, right by the lake in Cleveland. So we'll say select as destination. The system will calculate a route to go there. Again, we can get route information or create some alternative routes. And here you can see we have traffic information on the screen. Please note that selected Pioneer receivers have traffic information, and those are the in-NEX receivers that also have HD radio. So if your particular in- receiver does not have HD radio, you won't get this traffic information on the screen. You don't have to do anything to get the traffic information. The HD radio tuner will automatically pull that data for you, and there is no subscription required. So again, we have the fastest route, and we will select that route and get started. You can either touch the Start Navigation button, or you can wait for this countdown to continue, and it'll automatically start the route. All right, this time I'm going to add another route, but I'm not going to cancel this one before we start. So I'm going to touch my search function here. We'll add a new route, and I'm going to go to my history this time. Here's my history, and here's a few things here, or I can scroll down and look for more of the history locations. Here's Heinz Field. We'll put that one in, and that's the correct location. So we'll say select that as a destination. And start navigation. Now there's a number of different things that are going on the screen when we have a route in place. First thing over here is this is my my turn that's coming up in 400 feet to the left, and another turn shortly after that to the right. So the road that I'm on right now is at the bottom of the screen. The road that I'm going to turn on to is at the top of the screen. So in 400 feet, I'm going to turn on to this road. Over here, I have some information. This tells me the local time when I reach my destination at 10:29. It's about a 30-minute drive. And this will count down, and 16 miles to go to the destination. If I touch this, I can get some additional information about the trip. So this is a trip summary, and it will give you information. This is a speedometer, and this will tell me the altitude, and this is a compass, and active information on the screen as we do the drive. Now I can touch this button to go back, or I can touch this button to go directly to the map. Right now we're listening to HD radio and we're getting traffic information, but you can be listening to any source, USB, SD card, any source that you'd like to, and that traffic information will be pulled by the HD radio tuner. If I want to change the source, there's a couple of different ways to do that. One is I could touch the mode button, and this takes me out to the Pioneer system. And I can change the source and do whatever I'd like, and I still get navigation information right across the bottom of the screen right here. Now I'm going to touch the map button to go back to the map. Another way that I can change the source is I can touch this arrow up button here, and that will give me my source list. Here's my full source list. I can choose whatever source I'd like. I'm going to stay on HD radio for right now. If I want to adjust the radio but not change the source, I'm just going to touch the HD radio logo on the screen right here, and that takes me directly to the radio without having to choose the source. When I want to go back to the map, just touch the map button. Over on the right-hand side of the screen at the top, I have the current time, and I have traffic information that is coming in from the HD radio tuner. This green bar across the side here shows me my progress in the route. So if this is a 30-minute route, this will take about 30 minutes to drive on this green line. If this is a 5-hour drive route, this will take about 5 hours to drive along this green line. Right here is my search function, and where we can cancel the route if we want to. And we'll go back to the map, and down here I have my telephone functions. If you're looking for traffic information on your route, and again, this is based on HD radio tuners. If your particular receiver does not have an HD radio tuner, these functions won't be available to you. We're going to touch the search function here, and we can get traffic information. There are 32 traffic events nearby, so we can check those traffic events. And we can scroll down here to see different traffic events. And for example, we can choose one. And that'll take us to the map, and you can see the red line here is showing that traffic information on screen. If we zoom out, we can get a larger view of the traffic in the local area. I'll go back to my map and back to traffic, and I can choose the traffic map. Let's take a couple of moments and we'll check out how you input a destination and navigation on your Pioneer NEX head unit. Even though your particular receiver may have buttons on the side or across the bottom like this one, the on-screen operation in this demonstration is identical for the following Pioneer NEX models: AVIC 5100 NEX, 5200 NEX, and 5201 NEX. AVIC 6100 NEX, 6200 NEX, 6201 NEX, AVIC 7100 NEX, 7200 NEX, 7201 NEX, AVIC 8100 NEX, 8200 NEX, and AVIC 8201 NEX. So if you're on one of the source screens here, there's a couple of different ways to get to the navigation system. First is you can touch the map button here, and that'll take you directly to the map screen. And from here, you can touch the search function over here,